Weekend, to say the least.
Oh, you want to go there?
I think it was. Let's start with the fight of the century. Question mark? Apparently, there was some sort of a fight on Saturday night, as you may have read on the internet. I was not allowed into the fight, but apparently, I didn't miss that much. A lot of people called it boring. That's what I got from Twitter anyways. Even Mike Tyson. We waited 5 years for that. Hashtag underwhelmed. Hashtag Maypack. Max,
Yeah.
this is your wheelhouse.
Yes, yes.
Was this a nightmare scenario for the sport of boxing?
This is of all the likely outcomes, this was the most likely and the one you most wanted to avoid. They wait 5-6 years after it would have been at its best, where Pacquiao had a better chance then. I know Mayweather's chronologically older, but Pacquiao has less left than Mayweather. It's pretty obvious. Floyd, at any rate, and he may have done this back then too, wins a dull fight. 8-4, 9-3, which is exactly what happened. The scores were 10-2, one judge in terms of rounds. Two other judges had it 8-4. I thought may have been slightly generous to Pacquiao. Afterwards, Pacquiao says he thought he won because all Floyd did was run, which you could have seen this coming. Just don't let that happen. All that stuff happened just when all the eyes of the world are on boxing. Now's a chance to win over casual fans. There was an enormous letdown, but you know what? Similar to Mayweather and Oscar De La Hoya, similar to Oscar De La Hoya and Felix Trinidad, what's amazing is when these type of fights turn out to be the best fight anyone's ever seen, like Ali Frazier or Hagler Hearns. That was not this.
So you're saying if you spent 20 grand to be in the building, you're kind of upset about it?
Of course.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
I think it's a nightmare scenario because the obvious occurred.
Right.
And people invested their money, their time, and their energy with their hopes, but not their minds. They used their hearts, not their minds. They were saying Pacquiao's going to take it to Mayweather, overwhelm him. There's going to be so many punches thrown at Mayweather, he's not going to know what to do, and maybe we get the upset. But Floyd Mayweather went out there and did exactly what Floyd does. He dictated the tempo. He didn't do that this time. He neutralized his opponent and caught Pacquiao in moments of thought.
Floyd makes his whole MO is, I make fewer mistakes than this guy. I'm going to discipline him every time he makes a mistake. There was a reason Pacquiao wasn't just jumping in, the same reason Canelo just didn't rush him, because Floyd hits you with that straight right hand, and all of a sudden it's like, I don't know if I want to.
Which is why people think it was boring, because there was a lot of that.
I will say this. I always would have favored Mayweather to beat Pacquiao. He's the bigger fighter with a better defense. That's a bad combination for the other guy. That said, based on this fight, I now am less sure about the outcome had they fought 5 or 6 years ago.
Here you go, selling another fight. Stop. We'll go back in time and hypothetical.
Fight back then. If you want to erase all doubt, fight back then. But that's not what's important.
Can't do it.
To Floyd. He said it before the fight. What's important to Floyd is to win the fight game, meaning minimize risk, maximize profits, don't get hit, get out of the game. That's what he's doing. But when you do that, people will wonder.
The dude can't be beat. Just accept it. It's over.
Golovkin would knock him out in 3 rounds, but
that's not his weight class. Don't do that. That's not his weight class. You ain't right.
I would like to say something.
Next, I'll be like, he needs to fight Klitschko.
I would argue that Mayweather can be beat, and it comes in the form of 4 people whose credentials they took away. So yes, he is scared of something. After the fight.